When it comes to AFL Grand Finals, there's usually one team that goes in as red hot favourites. But what happens when the underdog wins? These are the stories of the most unlikely premierships in AFL history. The 2008 season was a hard-fought contest between the Hawks and the Cats for top spot on the ladder. In the end, Geelong went nearly undefeated, winning 23 out of 24 games that year, leading into the grand final, the most in AFL history. Compare this to Hawthorn, who won 19 but lost 5. As a result, the Cats went in as 3-1 favourites. Tom Lonergan took a diving mark on the lead before slotting it straight through the middle for the first goal of the grand final. A fast-running Chance Bateman responded by bursting through the centre of the ground and sending a low straight kick forward through for the Hawks first. Silrioli's dash down the wing set up Xavier Ellis for a set shot goal before Mark Williams' quick handball led to Jared Roughhead's checky, piling on another major. But the momentum shifted when Gary Ablett Jr. took a mark in the centre and Bateman tackled him forward, fearing the run on handball, a 50-metre penalty. After another Hawthorn player gave away a 50, it made it a certainty for Ablett from the goal square. The high-scoring first quarter finished with Williams guiding it through from 40. Geelong led by 1 point. Paul Chapman increased the Cats' lead to start the second quarter, but Rioli, the youngest player on the ground, responded. There was pretty much no scoring for the next 12 minutes until Stuart Dew found Buddy Franklin all by himself inside 50, and with a spin and strike with his left foot, Franklin scored a goal. Just kidding, Williams stole Franklin's goal on the goal line and scored himself. Young forward Clinton Young rounded off the first half by loading up a huge left foot bomb from 60 that easily cleared the goal line. Shortly after, Cam Mooney had the easiest of opportunities to score a goal and put the Cats in front, but made a mess of it. Hawthorn held a 3-point lead. Luckily for everyone, the second half turned out to be way more entertaining than the first. The third quarter action began with Ablett breaking Geelong's goal drought. Then a long Franklin set shot from 50 gave Franklin his second, and the Hawks the lead. Silrioli brilliantly crumbed Dew's dropped forward entry, sprinted towards the goal square and slammed it through. Next, it was Dew's turn. After Harry Taylor had a terrible fumble, Michael Osborne pounced on the loose ball and handed it to Dew for a rushed kick off his left boot for a goal. After Dew got caught holding the ball, but no whistle sounded, his hurried no-look handball found Williams for the dribble kick. Later, another Dew goal from a tight left foot snap extended the lead to 5 goals. It was going to take something special for the Cats to get over the line. And that's exactly what Darren Milburn delivered with his unexpected chest mark against 3 Hawks defenders before sneaking it through. With 30 seconds left, Ablett dashed through the centre, evading players left and right. But the Little Master was hit with a vicious high head bump from Sam Mitchell. A free kick was paid down the ground, but the umpire heard the whistle late, and so Steve Johnson lined up from 30. Alistair Clarkson was fuming. 17 points was the margin. It took 10 minutes for the first goal to be kicked, this time from Franklin, with his famous run-around left foot kicking action. Next, the captain kicked his first. Sam Mitchell was on the board. Max Rook fought back for the Cats with a successful 50-metre set shot, but with 7 minutes left, Jared Roughhead outmuscled Harry Taylor and took the easy overhead mark. This proved the final straw. In one of the greatest coaching performances of the modern era by Alistair Clarkson, Hawthorn had just played way too good, beating Geelong by 26 points. 2012 saw the first and third best teams in the competition face off in the grand final. In their 2 encounters during the regular season, Sydney won a game at Utah's stadium while Hawthorn got the job done at the SCG. but the Swans had a terrible record at the MCG, losing their only match there against 12th placed Richmond. Combine that with the Hawks being on a 6-game winning streak, and it's no surprise Sydney went in as nearly 3-1 underdogs. Xavier Ellis kicked the first with a quick grab and hooking snap that sailed through, but Nick Malceski levelled scores with an insane high-arcing left foot snap from an impossible angle. Franklin then nailed a set shot from a similar position to those goals in 2008. One of the highlights of the match unfolded when Lewis Jetta received a handball in the Swans' back 50 and took on Silrioli in a sprint down the wing. Back-to-back goals from Luke Bruce's dribble kick and Jack Gunston's bending snap from 50 put the Hawks in front by 19 going into the first break. Sydney made a brilliant start after the break, kicking 3 goals in 7 minutes to trim Hawthorn's lead down to only a singular point. Then it was Sam Reid all alone from 50, kicking truly on the run. Mitch Morton's incredible fake and snap made it 6 unanswered goals for the red and white. It was Sydney who took a 16-point lead into half-time. Jetta's pinpoint centering kick led to an open on-the-run goal from Josh Kennedy. Lewis Roberts-Thompson put his name on the goal kickers list, while ruckman David Hale's perfect strike from 50 gave the Hawks their first goal since the first quarter. Franklin secured his second with a long drop punt over the umpire's head. Once again, Buddy marked 60 metres out, wheeled around and launched a huge bomb to the open goal square. Hanbury was shepherded out as the ball bounced through. Hawthorn's momentum continued, but Sam Mitchell's poor throw back to McVeigh prompted a harsh 50-metre penalty from the umpire. An easy Luke Bruce goal and a quick snap out of the contest from David Hale saw the Swans down by 2 goals. But then Dan Hanbury cut the margin down to a goal. A big play came next. Clinton Young and Kieran Jack fought for the ground ball when Young fell over after a slight shove from Jack. Scores were level. Heath Grundy's inside 50 entry came off hands brilliantly read by Adam Goods, who rolled it through under pressure. With 3 minutes left, a boundary throw-in commenced. Brad Sewell stole Mike Pike's hit out and banged it towards goal on his left, but he couldn't get enough hook on his kick. The Hawks still needed just 1 goal to win the match, and they were in luck. They had multiple free players in the centre of the ground when Grant Birchall ran onto the footy on the wing. All he had to do was get a kick-off, but Marty Matner was swift with the game-saving tackle. Lewis Jetta took a mark on the 50 with a minute left, with the chance to kick a goal and secure the win, but he couldn't quite make the distance, with the ball up shortly after. The ball bobbled around before ending up with Nick Malceski, whose second high hooking snap of the game appeared to have won the match. But with a team as good as Hawthorn, it wasn't over just yet. When Hawthorn failed to win the centre clearance, only then was it all over. Sydney had just beaten one of the best AFL teams of the modern era in a narrow 10-point grand final win for the ages. They were premiers. Do not forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video.